Where's the chat? Let me get my laptop. Shit.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome to a special edition. Just chilling with Humble. I got Thousand Air Radio here. Welcome, Thousand Air. How you doing, man?
Good, man. What's happening?
I'm
Sorry.
I'm I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad we were able to make it so I could stream a little early so we can get you on. That's totally awesome. We've got a lot of people here already because you are very popular, dude. Do you want to
Really?
call out chat?
Yeah, I do, but again, I'm slacking. I can't see the chat in the
Technical?
StreamYard. I'm
Oh,
pulling up my
you're good. You're good. So we got Bear here. We got Silver Serpents here. We've got who else? Rockamoss is here. Let's see who else we got here. Just chilling, hanging out with us. Bear, Rockamoss. Jamie's here. Welcome in, Jamie. What else we got here? So how is everybody today? There's more people rolling in. I'll wait for chat to kick up a little more.
Yeah, I have it in front of me now. If you
you're
just
good.
got here, please hit the like button. Help Humble out. Let's get these chats hopping.
Yeah, let's get the chats hopping. So, hey, man, Silver got crushed today. Crushed under $60, man. I called this on Sunday that it was going to be low, but I didn't think it was going to get below 60. What do you think about that?
I'm starting to think that maybe I was on here not long ago, and you asked me what I thought silver and gold were going to do in a week, and I said some pretty nasty things. I said gold under 4,000 and silver. I don't know if I called it as low as 50 something, but I was expecting to see fives on the left side of the number, not the right side. Yeah.
And here we are.
Yeah.
Here we are.
Not right about everything. I'm just saying I was a pessimistic all along.
Yeah, that's crazy. I was expecting low 60s, but hitting sub 60 was crazy.
Are you still working for a living?
Oh, for sure.
Well, you just got to raise at work. If you're going to be buying silver anyway, well, now you earn more silver every day.
Oh, for sure, because I buy silver weekly. I buy every week.
Yeah,
so
think about
I plan on buying today as soon as I get paid. But I'm going to focus on constitutional.
Yeah,
right now.
I like it, but trying to get the right price for it. They're sandbagging, and they don't feel good about holding it. Because I talked to a coin shop today, like they're scratching their head, wondering if they made the right choice by having so much, And,
for sure.
But they don't want to let it go. I mean, I got this. This is a meaty Morgan, but dirty. I went through a whole bin of peace dollars, man. They must. What is it with peace dollars? Were there a bunch of tourists buying peace dollars and now they're scared and sold them? Because I had to dig through so many just to find a couple Morgans, and this was the one with the most detail on it. And I had to pay $45.
45.
Yeah, I drove out there. They're not so close, and they give me good deals quite often. So I don't mind paying a couple extra bucks, especially if I'm buying just one piece,
Yeah, well, I mean, if you're driving, you might as well make something for your purchase so it's not a waste of a trip anyways. 45 is not too bad, but still, I mean, with the dips today, you probably could have gotten a little less, but they're your coin shop. So,
yeah,
they're your regular.
I don't speculate with my weekly silver dollar purchase. Like, that's just the only time I speculated was when I held off for the first 3 months of this year. And then I just bought 12 all at once for around $60 each because the silver was like $100 in the beginning of the year. So I sat on the bleachers.
Yeah, it definitely was $100. And here we are. So I think International Stacker checked it earlier. Last year at this time, we were at like $34 an ounce.
Yeah, so it shouldn't be a surprise if we gap down a bit. You want me to call out anybody?
Yeah, go ahead. If you want to call people out, call them out, man.
All right, I scrolled to the bottom and I'll just read up. There's Melissa, my channel. There's Bear 788. We got Angelina. Angela.
It's Angela. Angela Sparks.
Oh, Angela Sparks. Okay. Silver Dragoons here.
Dragoons.
Jay Farrell. Donine. Yeah, and let's see. I see repeats. Jamie G, the one and only. think he's always working on his computer. He doesn't seem to miss a live stream. That's awesome. Good to have him around. Mina's here. Let's see. I haven't seen Catcom. Haven't seen Fish. Where is the Fish? Have you ever seen the Fish lately?
I have not seen the Fish lately. I did see the Selfish Stacker come in recently, but I haven't seen Christian. Huh?
I saw that name. That's kind of a cool name.
Yeah, he was actually up against me in the Kumite.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he came in and thanked me for kicking his butt.
Yeah. There's still a bunch of goodwill out there with all these stackers going against each other in the Kumite.
It's actually, to be honest with you, he came in, he told me that I have a lot of support and I've got a good channel and that I'll probably do rather well. And I was questioning, like what I'm going to put down on, because they want a 90-second video of like why we deserve to win. Right. So he's like, dude, you get a lot of support. You do really good. Just say some stuff about yourself and be yourself and you'll be fine. And then he's like, and by the way, thanks for kicking my butt in the Kumite. Congrats. So I thought that was cool, that he came in and was hanging out for a minute. So that was all right. But there's some major stackers, FG, Littlefoot, and West Texas, man. It's a big four.
Oh, they're the ones that are left?
Yeah, me, Littlefoot, West Texas, and FG.
Oh, wow. And what's the winner get? Like 10 ounces of silver or something?
Yeah, it's a pretty good pool, but my silver, if I win it, the medals that I get are just going to I'm just going to give it away to Chad, essentially. But I just think that'd be, hey, making it to the top 25%, the top four, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose it is. I didn't pay a whole lot of attention to it. I think one time I saw his post and I just clicked on it, and then I went to all of his posts. I went to his channel, went to all of his posts, and just voted for everybody. I didn't vote. I voted against Fish for FG because Fish ordered it.
You voted for who against FG?
Yeah, I voted for FG against Fish because Fish put out a post saying, "Don't vote for him, vote for FG."
Okay.
I guess he knew he was deleting his channel again, so he's just sabotaging
you guys,
himself.
I put up a couple of special new emojis in there. There is a bull emoji in there for channel members. So when you want to hear a bull ping, you can put the bull up in there. So I wasn't trying to cut you off there.
No, I'm fascinated about the channel members thing. I was thinking about hitting that button, but then I got to definitely show up.
So yeah, I put a bull emoji in there. So when I tell you that to hit the bull ping, you can just put the emoji in and just blast it if you want to.
Now I'm confused because Bear seems bullish now. Bear 788.
Blast it if you want to. Bear is bullish.
Just here.
Was Thousandaire the one who asked if I was telling the truth about my recent dip buy? Says Amina. I'm not sure, Amina. Oh, look at that. Bear found the bull ping. Rockamos found it. Yep, so I made a bull ping. Bear says you work your butt off for it and you help out the community so much. Good luck. I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Yeah, a lot of people have been buying the dip all the way down. That's what down is, a lot of dips.
Lots.
I did it in 2013. I bought all the way down, and someone was making fun of me for it. But, it turned out good. Once the direction of the wind changed, things were great. Everything I
That's
bought,
always good.
Every time I would add silver to my stack, I put my silver in an app on my phone, so it tells you how much you have based on the spot price. It adds it up and everything for you. And I would buy silver every week, and every week my asset value would be the same as far as silver was. But then
because the cost was going up.
because the price kept going down, but I kept buying it. So when you're buying on the way down, you always have the same amount of silver. If
Yeah,
you're
you have
buying.
the same amount of silver, so the value is the same. Yeah, I
Yeah,
got you.
yeah, yeah. And then when it goes in the other direction, yeah, that's great, right? Then we're the geniuses.
Yeah, then we're the geniuses. Yes, yes. Then what we said for years worked out, but for now we're still the crazy people.
I like that quarter that you have there, that silver, that giant silver quarter. I had the Homestead one, but I actually like the one with the bat on it because it's just interesting because that was a 2020, right?
Yeah,
And that's the year that they were blaming bats for everybody getting sick. It just showed up on the quarter. I just think it's interesting.
yeah, and it happened to be the ATB, the American Beautiful National Park quarter with the bats.
Yeah, coincidence, maybe. Yeah.
Well, 2020, that was like the rise of COVID, wasn't it?
Sometimes that's what I mean. Yeah. Yeah, right. That was right at that time. And
Blaming the bats.
what are the odds they would put bats on the quarter during the bat flu? You know what I mean? What are the odds?
That's crazy. That's a weird thought. What? Yeah, that's quite the coincidence, right?
Mm-hmm.
Each time life happens, and it did to me recently. Gonna try and get some gold within the week while it's currently down, but not sure I can at this point. No, I feel you guys. Listen, if the metals are down and you can afford it, do it. But don't put yourself in any spot or stress yourself out because you can't buy when it's low. That's not the whole purpose of what we're doing here. So don't stress yourself out if you can't do it.
I hope Jamie's doing well, but if you got to buy 3 buffaloes instead of 5 this week, you got to do it.
Yeah, yeah, poor Jamie, right? No, I don't think that's the case.
I don't know.
I don't think it's the case of not being able to buy 5 buffaloes and only 3.
Life has been getting kind of good for me, and I'm starting to feel like a brat because, like, I found out today that I let my insurance lapse by accident. I have the money for it, I just didn't pay it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I could have gotten an accident and I would have been screwed, right? But I have to go get new insurance, and I'm getting it tomorrow.
Okay. So is it more expensive?
It probably will be, but I don't know. It just feels weird making a mistake like that. And it feels nice though because I'm worried about things, but I'm like, hold on, I could just pay them off for the year or whatever if I have to, and just pay my car off so that the loan doesn't matter. And I'm just like, hold on, we're not really at a disadvantage here, so calm down and breathe. Life is getting better.
Yeah. You find that if you just step back, take a deep breath, and assess the situation, when you're put into a predicament, it's really not as bad as you initially think that it is because you can think your way through it and troubleshoot and figure it out. So just take a deep breath, relax, you'll figure it out. It's insurance, right?
Yeah, it just feels good, after stacking for a long time and then gradually getting into other investments and just getting that habit. After like a decade goes by, man, things can turn around pretty much for you, So as long as nothing really bad happens, and most of the time, really bad things don't happen.
Well, yes, that is true. However, there's a lot of uncertainty right now, so this is the opportunity for bad things to happen in certain cases, right?
Yeah, well, calling the bottom is a lot like calling the top. And
True.
As far as going down, it's looking kind of spiky. You know what I mean? And when things are going up, everybody thinks things are going to keep going up. And when things are going down, everyone thinks it's going to keep going lower. And no, I don't have a bullion dealer giving me cash to be optimistic right now. I think I might start to become optimistic soon about the prices.
You're going to become optimistic?
Yeah. I'm not backing up any trucks yet. But, like I said, I'm still picking up the silver dollar. I did ask about how much things will be if when I start ramping up my purchases and just getting a feel for things. And, he's not offering to lighten up on the Constitutional, but I have a feeling after my July vacation, they'll be broken. And then I'll just start going to multiple coin shops and seeing who's willing to give up the goods cheap.
Who's
we're
who's
trending
willing to give up the goods, huh?
cheap. Well, I mean, constitutional silver's still getting penalized by the refineries and the wholesalers.
Yeah, so then you would think that the dealers and the coin shops would be willing to sell it because they can't sell it to the refiners.
Yeah, but some of these coin shops, they're part speculator. You know, they're not cashing out at the end of every week, so they're building hoards, and they're feeling the pinch, you know, from speculating. I don't blame them. I speculate a bit too, but at the same time, it's not my problem.
True.
You know?
True. Yeah.
I'll take on some of the problems if I'm loyal, but I won't take on all the problems. Eventually, the mercenaries got to be in charge again.
Yeah. So let's see here. Remote says, I've got a semi truck backed up to the RCM bent, but they're closed. I wouldn't be backing the truck up just yet. You know, there's a good chance that silver could keep going down. You know, but if you're buying on a schedule, then you're always buying. So you're hitting all the lows. You can buy on the way down. You can buy on the way up. Do whatever you need to do.
There is a positive in this, I suppose, and that is silver's not the only thing down. Gold is down. Stocks are down. I think everything's kind of down.
Everything is kind of down, and the dollar is up.
Yeah, strong dollar. Who knew that was possible?
Yeah. So the dollar's getting some of its buying power back because of a whole bunch of different things are going on right now. What was that?
Yeah, the dying dollar rhetoric. I mean, it's fine, but people get the timeline off. You know, I mean, it's like it's not happening in weeks and months, not even in maybe years. Probably not. You know, maybe not in decades. Because we can go and hit people with a stick. Like that's just I'm not happy about it. I don't want them to do it, but I'm just saying I'm here. I didn't ask to be here, you know, but I'm here. That's just the reality.
So you guys put a 1 in chat if your LCS is closed today. Mine was open, so I'm not worried about that. But put a 1 in chat if your LCS was closed today, because Catcom says his LCS was closed.
They were ducking, huh? what
they're like, screw that. I'm not selling my silver for cheap.
And that's fine, you know. Maybe things will go well again for them, but you know it could go lower. So, but like I said, everything's down. So if everything's going to keep getting lower, then we're probably going to have bigger problems. We're probably going to have like a deflationary crash.
Oh yeah, that we could yeah. If everything just keeps sloping down, we could be possible not just deflationary crash, but
a great rip,
depression. Yeah,
I think if you say that, they probably like stop your feed because they want you spreading the panic.
yeah, like throw you into the water with cement shoes on.
Yeah, how do you feel about soup and bread?
Yeah, standing in line for many hours to be told there's nothing left at the time you get there.
Let's see, but in the Great Depression, I think they mostly just threw the food away. That's why people were going hungry, because they had price controls, I think.
Oh, is that what it was?
Oh yeah, there was lots of intervention. It wasn't natural, from what I understand.
Yeah, well, natural or not, it was a shit time, right?
Who knows? Maybe they had a good time. You know, when everybody's poor, you know, people make some mistakes. Have a good time, you know. Everybody's rich. Everybody's well off, you know. They become like I don't know, asexuals or something. Everybody's kicking a ball around. The kids are all playing on tablets.
Really?
People don't talk to one another. You know, everybody's overweight. You know, depression could be good. You know, it's like one big diet.
You know, like a Wally's time.
Yeah, there'll be a whole bunch of people TikToking their weight loss. It'll be great.
TikToking their weight loss. Wow. Yeah, that would be the time, right? Yeah, that would be it right there. Yeah, end times right there. TikTok and your weight loss, guys. You heard it here.
Bragging about being a minimalist. Hey, what can you do? You might as well have fun with it. I don't think it'll be that bad if we have a depression anyway. You just have to do other things, right?
Florida was instructed to let the fruit rot in piles, Melissa says.
Yeah, I believe it. There was milk poured out. There were chicks put in dumpsters, like the little chicks.
Said if it goes sub 50, he might have to close down. That's pretty crazy there, CW. Yeah, I mean, listen, you're if you're not a popular local coin shop or have the foot traffic that you would be looking for or need to stay in business, then yeah, fluctuations like this could be big. You know, shutting your doors for a week till things cool off might be beneficial for what you wouldn't lose in sales opposed to gain in sales over that week. You know what I mean? But moving product is moving product. When you're a dealer, you just need to move product, whether, you know, just get more stuff in and you got to roll with the punches. But that's a big hit. Going from 80 plus, going sub 50, having to shut down.
They weren't crying on the way up.
No, I know. I get it. That's just a hard hit, right? I think he's holding like we're holding. Should I do a live at the coin show tomorrow? Report on dealers? Sure. Why not? Why not do a live show tomorrow?
After 10,000 subs, I'm going to start harassing the public in some way in real life.
Oh, are you? Is that what you're going to do?
Yeah.
You know, you should do one of those gold back $5 bill thing, right? So would you rather a $1 gold, one gold back, or a $5 bill video in the middle of Walmart? See what happens.
Yeah, we'll do something like that. I don't mind. I'll just pretend I'm day drinking. It'll be fine.
I don't know. Maybe Walmart's not the best one because you don't want to get rolled in the middle of the aisle for $5 for a gold back.
I'm not getting rolled. I'm going to bring the goons back into play.
You'll bring the goons? Okay.
Yeah, if I'm filming people, yeah, somebody else is going to be there too. Got to bring one of the smart ones because gotta have they got to know when to do something and when not to. But I'm not gonna turn the heat up too much. Not. But it's an adrenaline rush. You know, it can get out of hand. I can see how.
The dealers should, with proper planning, would have hedged against a situation like this just in case. You're right, West Texas. And I'm sure your LCS is still open, not worried about closing, I'm sure, because they probably did hedge for this situation as well. But listen, it's the cost of doing business. It's the way it is. It's like, you know, if you buy hay and you have to worry about it rotting, but you bought it at $80 a bale, but you can only sell it for $60, but you have to worry about it rotting. Are you going to let it sit there and rot, or are you going to get your $60?
Yeah, we want to give them a bailout. I mean, it's business. You have to let the bad
You
business.
know, not that silver is going to rot, but you know what I'm saying? It's just, I mean, it's business. You got to move product. What does that say? The paper chase has been hell on the physical market. It has, but right now it's doing good for the physical market, right? So it's making it so we can run in and go buy silver for really cheap. I mean, 45 is probably $3 or $4 more than he probably should have spent on that Morgan, but he still picked up a Morgan for $45, and that's still a nice hunk of metal, and it's not in bad shape actually.
You can see there's breast feathers.
How many did you go through to get that?
Oh gosh, it was like a gallon, about a gallon of a gallon size volume of silver dollars, and it was just pretty much all piece dollars. And if there was a Morgan, it had like a hole in the top or something. You know, like
because it like had a piece of twine through it or something.
Yeah. So This was as good as it could get for 45 bucks. And I checked the dates, Catcom, if you're watching. I screenshot the keys, and there was none of that. I even looked for key piece dollars.
You looked for key pieces too, huh?
Yeah, I'm wondering though, like there were no Morgans in there, and there's often lots of Morgans there. So it makes me wonder what's going on with the Morgan stackers out there.
I think they're picking them up if they can get them for 45 bucks or less. Why not?
They seem to not be dumping. Piece dollar people were dumping though.
Yeah, see, this one's got full breast feathers.
Yeah, that one looks pretty nice. That looks like it's got some natural luster to it too.
It does. It's a really nice one. But I like the breast feathers on it. But this one's got the most luster out of all the ones that I have.
Oh, and it's a Carson City. So what kind? How much does that set you back these days?
Well, I won this on Whatnot. I won this a Buffalo and 2 Mercury dimes for like less than 93 bucks.
If you were to sell that, what would you have to get for it reasonably?
Well, I think even if I hooked somebody up with a deal, I'd probably sell. I mean, a deal would be 300. A really good deal would be 300.
Yeah, I can believe that.
I got a 65. It's got some pretty nice luster too. But yeah, that CC is probably the shiniest Morgan I have. Especially the Proof ASE. I got a few of those. I have an 86 that I really like. It's my favorite one. But yeah, did you pick anything up today other than the Morgan? Just that?
Nah, I looked around, and even in the generic bin, there was nothing special. I was even going to pick up some gifts. There was a couple birthdays, but there was nothing in there special. Like, so I don't think the silver market's hurting that bad. I think it's the overall markets. So
You have your eye on any platinum recently?
yeah, there was none in there, but yeah, platinum's looking pretty cheap.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, if it was available, I would probably buy platinum. Although I got a lot of things going on. I'm getting ready to go on a vacation. Kind of like a hospital vacation to help somebody out. They're going to be fine. Just basically help them out because they're going to be a little bit immobile for a bit. So I'm going to take off for the month of July.
All right, right on. I'm taking off the month of July. That's cool.
Yeah, so I probably won't be buying much platinum while I'm not working. I won't be like super poor, but I'm not going to have like, hey, let's go scoop up some platinum money.
Well, that's a great piece of advice right there.
What's that?
Oh, I put it up on the screen.
Oh.
It's a great piece of advice. I got a Chinese knockoff Fender Telecaster yesterday. That is unbelievably good and plays and sounds great. That is awesome for a Chinese knockoff. Can't complain. If it sounds good, how does it look? I mean, if it looks like a Telecaster, or they say it's a Telecaster and it looks like a Flying V, but it sounds like, you don't want to.
You play guitar?
No, I just know about some guitars.
Yeah.
My dad was in a band my whole life. I prefer to play the drums. Dude, I love that piece that you got right there.
Oh, the Palladium.
Yeah. Well, just the large Mercury, whether it's the silver or the Palladium or platinum.
Yeah, but this has like
Palladium, right?
such a high relief. Like, I mean,
that's insane.
Yeah, I've seen Mercury dime 1 ounce generic rounds, and they don't have the detail that this one has.
Yeah, that is really, really nice. The detail up around Wow, the brim of the helmet. Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah,
That's a serious question, Silver Stacker.
what's that?
Said I'm sitting on 2273 ounces of silver. How much silver do I need? I don't know. If you have 2,273 ounces of silver, you're already considered a whale at that point, right? So you tell me.
Yeah, I guess you have to think about what your time horizon is likely to be.
Yeah, like if your time horizon is tomorrow, then you're fine. You know, if you're 10 years from now, I think with 2273 ounces of silver, almost over 2,200 ounces, I think you're probably fine with silver if you wanted to be. But that's entirely up to you and what your stacking goals are and what you're looking to do.
I think he knows he's fine.
If you're looking to buy a small island, then you got more to go. Yeah, I'm sure he knows he's fine at that point. It's more of a flex than anything else.
Well, I wonder if he dumped any when it was 126, or when it was 90, or when it was 80. That would have been like,
Epic,
yeah, yeah.
right?
Well,
So do the math. 2273 at 90. We'll just go on the low side.
yeah. Who knows where the next spike will be? Could be a while.
That's 200,000. Just shy of 205,000. That's not a shabby day.
Plus,
Small retirement.
if you got to go buy that much again, though, you also got to count the premiums. Although I imagine they're kind of low right now.
Yeah, and I mean, and if your DCA is really low, if you were stacking when it was $7 an ounce or $3 an ounce or whatever the case, then you're up 90% or whatever what your DCA is, depending on when you stacked and when you started putting together all your major weight. I mean, that's pretty big. And 200,000 is not shabby. I never sold an ounce, bought most around $20, so that's not bad. DCA is not bad. Jamie, did Humble send you that thing about the box? No, I didn't get a chance to call him.
Well, if you haven't already, hit the like button. I just saw that I didn't hit it. I just did now.
STG, when you hit me up, I was in the middle of a batshit crazy day at work. And so, no, I didn't get a chance to.
You work with the public?
Yeah.
That's probably what batshit crazy means, right?
Yep. Yeah. Well, I mean, I was just super busy at work. It was super crazy. And I didn't have time to really do much of anything. I'm surprised that I was able to answer that text. Nice. Which one is that? Is that flip it over?
This is 2022 American Liberty Medals. I just got it because it was the year of the horse. So this year's the year of the horse. So I thought.
Yes, it is. I'm born year of the horse, right? So I feel you there. I picked this one up earlier. Horse Privy Maple.
Nice.
And I got this one that was sent to me from a channel member. Year of the horse.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I got this. It's a 2025, but miraculously enough, it's a unicorn. So year of the horse.
It's still a horse. Unicorn and Pegasus count. If you get unicorn Pegasus, that's double dope, I guess.
Got this in the mail 2 days ago. Unicorn round. I'm going to give my daughter.
Yeah, I was. For a second there, I was like, he's adding that to his stack. I mean, that's beautiful. But I was like, neat, man.
I'm adding it to my stack.
Yes, and I got a New Kids on the Block poster.
And it's signed.
It looks cool though. I'm sure she'll love that. I buy a little girl silver and every year, and I always buy like highly colored stuff. You know, I bought her that pink Libertad that was space pink. That thing was wild.
Oh, that's awesome. My daughter, she's a bit of a stacker. She stacks dimes, and she pans for gold too, right? So she's got a small little vial of some gold up here that she
Cool.
panned and paid her. So she metal detects with me. She's all about it, all about the metals.
You should slip a 1/10 gold in her dirt or something one day, and she'll never forget that day. And like never confess. When she's
Neither will I. Trust me.
1/10 gold's a serious thing right now, isn't it? What's that now?
Yeah.
400
Well, I mean, you can get it right now on the low, right? You can get one for $400.
Yeah.
Less than.
Gold was over 5,000, right?
Yeah. And I mean, and if you think about it right now, even for silver, a 10-ounce bar, because a 10-ounce bar was kind of like Dragoons was saying the other day, a 10-ounce bar was kind of off the menu for a while. Now a 10-ounce bar is back on the menu when it comes to price.
Yeah.
You know, under $600 for a 10-ouncer, I'm in. If I had it, I'd drop it right now.
Really? I don't know if I'm in, but I got my eye on it. Like, it still seems high. I mean, I don't know.
Hey, I'm buying all the time, right? So whether I buy 3 or 4 ounces or just pony up for, enough to buy one 10-ouncer, I might as well. Plus, I got another 10 years on my timeline. I'm not too concerned with. The only thing the price of metals does for me is determine how much I can spend when I'm buying them.
Yeah.
And how much I get. I'm not a big piece fan, but this one's got some luster to it.
But once in a while, I get one. I just, I kind of like the dollars to be over 100 years old, and a lot of piece dollars are now 100 years old. I got
22.
I got a 21 sitting around here somewhere. With this, probably can't even fit it in the frame here. Mega Morgan.
Is that a 5-ouncer?
It's only 2 ounces, but it has a 13 ounce brass core.
The thing is huge. Hold on, let me see if I can make it bigger.
Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, that thing's huge. You can only see half of it.
Even the slab has security edge. That's cool. I'm going to crack it out.
Slab.
Like a hockey puck.
BB Stacking says, I'm in on the 10-ounce now. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. I mean, sub 600 for a 10-ounce, I can swallow that and be okay with it. But close to 1,000 for a 10-ounce or 800 for a 10-ounce plus taxes and everything else, but close to 1,000, I can't do.
Did everybody see a waving watermelon on the chat, or is that like a gift for me or what?
Waving watermelon.
Yeah, it said Amina sent a watermelon and it was waving.
Oh, she's sending jewels and gems.
Oh, okay. I just saw a watermelon dancing on my screen. I'm not sure
Thank you, Amina.
I don't know how the gifts work. That's cool though.
No, she's sending jewels. So you can go under the purchase thing. There's jewels that you can buy, and it sends little emojis and things like that.
Oh, cool.
Thank you, Amina. She's quite the supporter. Everybody is. So this week, tonight, 2 hours, I'm buying silver. I got something set up in 3 different shopping carts, just waiting to see what the price is at the lowest place before I pull the trigger. But for me, it's different. I got to spend 10% extra on taxes, and then you got the 3% card fee. So I'll do the electronic check, which is free, but it takes longer to get your metals.
What state are you in?
Washington.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Stacker.
Washington.
There's a stacker named 7 and 8 that comes on sometimes. My channel. He's up there. That's where they got the tax recently last year.
100-ounce bar at dollar under spot on SD bullion for those high rollers. You know, you would think that they'd offer it for a little less than $1 under spot because that's such a big piece of metal to move, and whoever buys that is going to have a hard time moving it as well. 100-ounce bar, that's pretty heavy. High roller, what's that? What'd that come out to? Sublime.
When you start getting into kilos and 100-ounce bars, you really should be wearing steel toes.
Yeah, in case you drop it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the money you make on the bar will cost you in medical bills. Crushed feet.
I always thought it'd be kind of cool to get 100-ounce bars and put like a knit thing around it. You know, you see in some people's houses, they do like crocheting. Just use it as a doorstop.
100-ounce bar as a doorstop?
Yeah, but if you put something around it, no one will know it's silver. You ever see where people they put like a knit cover on a brick and they use it as a doorstop?
Yeah, hide your wealth out in plain sight.
Yeah.
Sad thing is I'd forget about it on the way out. Just thinking it's a normal little piece of doorstop, not realizing what it was at the time because you get used to something being there for so long.
Yeah,
5,698.
Sometimes that's fun too. You forget all about it. Then one day you're like, "Oh, that's 100 ounces of silver."
Oh, I totally forgot about that. Oh, that's just a doorstop. Throw it away.
Dub C when he finds a few $1,000s in his winter coat when it starts getting cold again. Oh, I left that there last year. Very nice.
Yeah, right. What is that in reference to, Amina?
OC Omega. I haven't seen him here out and about in a while. How's it going, OC?
OC, how you doing, buddy? Nice. So, oh man, I'm debating. I want to go constitutional, but I'm debating on whether or not I'm gonna go with like a 3 ounces a spot from Summit Metals. Hero's got a 5 ounces a spot right now. You know, at the price point, it's really not a bad deal.
I would find a way to get it without the taxes locally from someone and just get as cheap as possible if you're going to constantly buy anyway. That's just what
I mean, essentially what I should do is just send money to somebody who is in Oregon or send money to somebody who's in Florida and have them buy it for me.
Another theory I got, I don't know if it works, but you could probably get a P.O. box in a tax-free state. Not a P.O. box, but you know there's private mailbox stores?
Yes.
You pay like $135 a year or something like that, and you get a little box in there, and you can have them forward it to another one. So you could get one in a tax-free state, and then get another one in your state, and have them in. You can order stuff with the return address from the one in the tax-free state, and whenever it gets shipped there, they'll sign for it and forward it to your other mailbox store that's local to you. The problem is you'll be paying about $300 a year for that, but you get your friends together, and who knows? You have the Underground Railroad for tax silver.
Yeah, weren't you talking about this a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, I don't know if it works yet. There could be some kind of problem with it, but I was started thinking about it because I hear about these people in the states that tax it so much.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you lived in a state to where you didn't have to pay for metals, you could be somebody's proxy and then just charge them like 2% or whatever. Just whatever it's going to take for your shipping costs.
It makes me wonder if you get taxed for it, what happens if you're driving with it in your car? Will they seize it?
No, I don't think they would. I mean, I guess it would matter as to how much you had with you. would
Yeah.
be whether or not they would be questioning what you had or if you had anything at all. Because if it's in a small baggie, I mean, what's the question? But if you got a trunk full of silver and gold, then you'll be questioned for sure. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I remember that guy at Catcom. We had a Canadian guy. He had a bunch of 100-ounce bars. I guess he exchanged some of his other assets into them during the spike up. And I wonder how he's doing now. But he got pretty drunk. I cut him off the stream because he was going outside to use the bathroom with his phone. I'm like, yeah, we're not going to do him like that while he's blacking out. Cut that off.
Right. Bobcat, we are going to drive to Harry's. Yeah, next month we're taking a drive down to Harry's. Me and Jamie, Bear, and we're probably going to meet up with hopefully FG and Swag Dad. I know Kalilo lives in the area, so he might show up too.
You going to Oregon?
Yeah, I'm going to go down to Harry's.
Oh, that's cool. What is the tax the same there?
There is no tax.
All right, now you're starting to speak better language.
I just can't be driving to Oregon all the time.
No, I got you. But maybe you take your weekly purchases and just hold off, stash the cash, and then go once a month and just let her rip.
No, so this will be I do 2 large purchases a year, one in July, one in December.
Uh-huh.
I did a bunch of big buying in April as well, but this year. But I'll be taking my big purchase and going down there and maximizing on silver and gold. Meeting Harry, meeting Adrian, chatting with them, checking out the shop, meeting up with Swag Dad, meeting up with FG, hopefully Khalil, having a good time, just doing a stacker thing, which is pretty cool.
Maybe when I start going out and traveling and recording stuff in the public, I'll find a little coin shop that nobody knows about and make the guy famous. We should do that. We should all go out and find some coin shop that nobody knows about and insist they get recorded. We have a Punisher competition with all of them, like Pokemon.
Humble said would fly me out to join them. Yeah.
I didn't know you had it like that. No wonder you don't care. You just keep buying silver.
Nick, all you have to do is hop on your sleigh, bro. You just gotta hop in your sleigh. Your reindeer will bring you here. You don't have to worry about me flying you out here. What are you talking about? I mean, look at you. Ho, ho, ho. Tell Donner and Blixen to just fucking take you off to Seattle, buddy.
Have you checked around for other dealers? Like sometimes they hide out in jewelry stores and antique stores. They might sell antiques and jewelry, but they'll sell bullion.
Oh, around here, I know I have a bullion dealer that I go to.
Yeah,
that hooks me up. Literally, he hooks me up.
All right.
He'll pay me spot if I have to sell him anything. I mean, he really takes care of me. So he sells me silver literally if I ever really need anything at 50 cents over spot for any kind of blanks or anything else like that. I'm not bad. I don't have a bad dealer at all. It's the 10% that kills me.
Well, that's kind of what I was getting at, but I don't want to say it. I want to say it without saying it. Do you have a dealer that will say give you 10% off?
Yeah, no, I mean, not yet. My guy really takes care of me on the price because he compensates for the 10%.
Yeah.
So he lessens the blow quite a bit. But ultimately, it's still some dealers around here, they'll gouge you on the price, but they'll let you use your credit card. So you'll get your rewards.
Yeah.
They won't charge you the 3%.
All right, that's
right.
Cool.
So you're dipping and dipping and dipping, right? But they gouge you on the price up front. So it's like you're paying the same price, just whether or not you're paying it to them or you're paying it to the credit card company. Now, would you rather pay it to a local coin shop or the credit card company? I'd rather pay to the local coin shop. Credit card companies make enough as it is. But, if they're giving me rewards as well, why not?
I do respect you for going for it regardless, though. Kind of like in England, they put the VATs on there. I think it's great that they still get it. They're like, I don't care. I'm going to buy it anyway because the price is the price.
Well, Yeah, the price is the price. Look, this is the cost of doing business.
Yeah, very good, very good. Yeah,
You know, and what is bitching and complaining about it going to do? Absolutely nothing, except for make it so I don't go get it at the time when I want to, and it's also going to make it so when I do want to spend the money, I don't have it because I'll find some stupid thing to spend it on in the first place. You know, so it's just better for me to buy it when I buy it, call it good,
that's
and
why,
live with it.
that's why I'm constantly dumping 20s and quarter machines at car washes and laundry nets. Just to, like, I got like this giant jug. I'm going to use it on my vacation. I got to roll it all back up. It's probably like $1,500 or something. But I don't want to spend it like impulsively because that's going to suck. You know what I mean? But quarters are kind of not as bad.
The deer are on break. Oh, sorry, buddy. I don't know what to tell you about the deer being on break. Amina says she's feisty tonight. Ignore me. Amina, nobody wants to ignore you. You do you, girl.
I'm noticing there's more women on stacking lives.
You know what? More power. More power, you know, because I'll be honest with you, there's not enough female stackers out there, in my opinion.
Yeah, there sure is enough females working, so they should be stacking some of that, right?
Yeah. You know, and kudos to the female stackers that are out there that see the value in doing it and are doing it themselves. Because if you take what you do as a stacker, if you are diligent to what you're stacking and disciplined and apply that diligence and discipline to other parts of your life, you'll still be better. You'll just be better. You know, so just keep up the good work no matter what. I like that. What year is that?
Oh, nothing special. 41, I think, or 44. I don't know. I get my glasses in a few days.
You get your glasses in a few days.
Yeah, I finally got a prescription for glasses.
Oh, don't sound so down, buddy. Glasses are they're a necessity nowadays, man.
Oh, I don't feel too bad about it. I mean, I mainly got them because things were getting just slightly blurry downrange, and I hate saying no when people invite me to go.
Yeah. How far downrange are you talking?
Not that far. Pistol
Not
range.
that far. Okay.
But I've been invited to a rifle range. I'm like, if 20 yards at the pistol range gets a little blurry, then the rifle range will definitely look blurry. And I'm just old fashioned. I like to see what I'm shooting.
Are you do you use a scope or iron sights?
Whatever I can get.
Yeah. I'm an iron sights kind of guy, but that's me. Depends on how far you're shooting them.
Well, the best Finnish sniper was an iron sights guy. Forget his name.
Favorite rifle?
I don't usually have favorites. I mean, I feel like if I'm using an AR-15, it's cheating because it's so easy. But I'm not really much of a rifleman.
Oh, so
Not yet.
handgun, sidearm.
Not yet. Yeah, pistols, shotguns, stuff like that. Tried and true, close range stuff. But I haven't bought a rifle yet.
Catcom says laser guided. Wimp.
Well, you know, the goal is the goal, right?
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just messing around.
I don't like a bunch. I don't like a bunch.
Catcom gives me a hard time all the time. He's in chat, so I got to throw it back at him every once in a while.
I don't like a bunch of that stuff on pistols, though. I'll tell you that because anything that gives it friction coming out is not cool with me.
I like my Smith & Wesson 40. It shoots really nice. Smooth. Doesn't have a huge amount of kickback, but definitely does have the stopping power I'm looking for. So, yeah, I like that. I like that caliber. I like that gun, the way it shoots. Picked it up on the low. Picked it up at a pawn exchange for $330. Offered them $280, and they took it. So, yeah, it was quite the pickup. Probably one of the best guns I've ever had.
Yeah, what's the deal? You allowed to have that stuff in Oregon?
I don't live in Oregon. I live in Washington, but yes, you can.
In Oregon, it's one side of the mountain and not the other. Somebody said in Oregon, I think.
So, you can open carry in Washington as well. So you can have all that stuff. You just have to, register the gun under your name, which is easy.
Yeah.
When you buy it, you register it. So once you pass all your stuff, they call you, come and pick it up. Yeah, it was a super screaming deal. It was a really good deal, Bear. And yet, the best thing about buying a used gun, I'll be honest with everybody here in chat, best thing about buying a used gun, it fires. And it fires well. You can tell just by looking at it. It wasn't super worn, but it did have specific wear marks to let me know that the slides were working right and things like that. So, yeah, I I like that. It was a really good pickup. And they called me before the magazine ban went into effect. Up here a few years back, they had a magazine ban, which means you couldn't have more than 10 rounds in your magazine.
Mm-hmm.
So these magazines had 12 and 14. So they called me before that ban went into effect and told me to come pick up my magazines. So I went down and picked up my magazines before the ban went into effect. So I still got the ones that it was supposed to come with, because if I wouldn't have picked them up before that deadline, they'd have had to take them and throw them out.
You got them grandfathered in.
Yeah, so it was pretty cool. It was a good buy. Like I said, probably one of my best ones when it comes to a handgun.
I think if we pay a tax here, you can have a suppressor when you're carry. Crazy. It's awesome. I didn't got into that. I tried to get
suppressor on your everyday carry.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
If you want to pay the taxes and stuff for it. I don't need it. I just want to defend myself. I don't want to quietly kill someone. I mean, I'm not against it, but I'm not trying to do that. Defense. Louder the better, probably, I would say, in that situation. You want birds flying out of trees and people cupping their ears,
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah. Somebody just said they buy 30-round magazines from the police. Catcom says we can buy 30 clips from he says our cops here, but I'm assuming he meant our cops here.
I bought one from a police officer with Bitcoin. From New York.
Hey, can you imagine being that guy who bought pizzas with Bitcoin back in the day? Remember that?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it had to circulate somehow. I mean, the only reason why that's the best one is because it naturally circulated. People were doing stuff like that,
Yeah, well, how about the guy who received it and probably ended up throwing it away because he didn't realize or didn't think it would become anything? He just thought he gave it pizza.
There's a lot of those people out there.
Yeah, that would suck. I never got into Bitcoin. However, a few years back, I was on a cruise with a guy right when Bitcoin was starting, and he was talking about how he had a Bitcoin farm. He had a couple of them, and he was balling, like buying diamond necklaces and tennis bracelets and all kinds of shit while he was fucking there. Excuse my language, but yeah.
No, it's your show. I'm beginning. I should curse too because I like to curse.
He's like, yeah, you can buy in. I just need this much money, and I'll set you up. And I'm like, I just could not say yes when I should have said yes.
Well, I mean, it's not really over. It's if you do it smart. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, getting in then would have been epic.
Oh, yeah.
Like, 9 years ago, 10 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, but you can still probably do very well. I know it's not quite the same now, but I mean, I still think it has a long way to go. Every 4 years, I think it's going to jump.
Yeah, but who knew? I didn't know. It was too speculative for me, and it's still really volatile. There's nothing backing it.
Yeah.
And essentially, when it comes to things like that, I would be the last guy in or the last guy out holding all
I
of nothing. You know what I mean? That would be me.
I got in pretty early, and I remember when it really started to pop, and I started just spending a little bit. Uh, I was at a bar. I was at a bar in the middle of the day, and there was like nobody there, right, except for two other people. And it's like we were all sitting on different parts of the bar. None of us were sitting near each other. And like next thing you know, the crypto conversation came up, and everybody there had a lot of crypto. And we just moved in, drank some whiskey and BS'd. And I told a friend of mine about like I was at the bar Tuesday, middle of the day, and there's all these people there that had crypto. He's like, go figure. The middle of the week, in the middle of the day, the crypto guys are out drinking. Like
Right?
nobody has to work.
Yeah, because nobody's working. They don't have to.
I didn't get that much, but it was nice. Like I still think there's a lot of opportunity with it. And I'm not when I say crypto, I really mean Bitcoin. I'm not talking about anything else.
Yeah, I mean, I've met a couple of guys that did really well and still do really well with crypto, but I never, just like I said, I never got into it. Never even really wanted to learn about it. But there might be a time where I'll have to. You know.
Yeah, man, you deserve it. Why shouldn't you have a bunch of extra cash just flowing in? I'm not saying it's that easy now, but it was never that easy before. Like it's just like probably buying silver now is probably not a bad thing, and it'll probably be good to somebody in 5 years. Same thing with some stocks.
If it's too easy, it's not worth it.
Well, there's always pain. There's usually pain buying. I mean, it's not easy to hold on to that stuff. It goes up really high and then it'll drop really low. It'll mess with your emotions. It'll give you you'll start to become familiar with markets and manias, though, if you get used to holding that stuff. Because at first, a lot of people follow their emotions. When it dumps, they freak out and sell. When it skyrockets, they're like, oh, crap. And they start buying it. And like, it dumps again. It'll take you through the ringer at first.
Yeah, what's the rule of thumb? They'll be buying at 100 more than they're buying right now.
Yeah, well, I have somebody laughing about Bitcoin on my live one night. They were like, "Oh yeah, how much is it now?" Right, and it was like 64,000, and I'm like, "Yeah, it reached about 120 some thousand, and now it's like 64,000." Silver's like $64, and it reached $126. What's your point? Like everything's kind of doing that, but I think the stock to flow is way different, and it's already adopted, whether you have faith in it or not. A lot of big money is in it, and I don't think they're getting out of it. So I think it's sunken in. The virus is taken. It will continue to spread.
Yeah, so I could have missed on an opportunity because of fear, but I think a lot of people miss on opportunities because of fear, just like Amina says here. They do say fortune favors the bold. So I just wasn't bold at the time.
But they didn't say what kind of fortune. It could be misfortune favors the bold.
It could, depending on what your how wild your aspirations are and what you're actually trying to achieve, I guess.
The first guy that runs into the firing line yelling. Let's see.
Yeah, Catcom right there. People bitched when silver was 80, now 58, still bitching. Yeah, well, they're bitching because the value of their stack is down instead of just capitalizing and adding more because it will bounce back. Anybody who's stacked for any kind of period of time remembers when a 50-cent swing was a major event for silver. Now we're talking $10, $15, $20 in some cases, and that swing is still there. It's just on a grander scale, so we should all be pretty callous to the way the swings go. So why people are complaining, I really don't know.
Do you buy stocks at all?
I do have stocks in my portfolio, but I'm not a trader in that sense.
Yeah, well,
I'm a day trader or anything.
I usually like kind of have like a 4 year or beyond window when I'm buying stuff. I don't day trade. I'll take advantage of something if it looks like it moved a lot. Maybe I'll sell some off. But what is it? SpaceX is almost down to its IPO.
Yeah, well, that's pretty low.
Yeah, 153, and it reached 220. So who knows? But I want to cost average into it, so I'm probably going to start adding. But I'm
Yeah.
not going to be in a big hurry. But
When did you get in?
I bought one share at 170 bucks and sold it at 187. So I just made I made pittance on it. I'm just watching it and playing around with it. But if the price gets low, I'll try to get a foothold and then cost average in and try to get like a decent amount of shares.
Right on.
Just for the long shot, you know. I mean, it's got a lot of things that could go wrong. I'm sure, you know what I mean. It's rockets and AI.
Yeah, like they could blow up.
Yeah, and it's a lot of AI and stuff like that. But I think Elon Musk has had a good track record, so why not? I'll gamble a bit on him. Besides, I'm grateful that he bought Twitter when he did anyway. So why not give him some dough? Yeah.
So let's see here. What did Silver Dragons? That silver price, bringing that 10-ounce bar back on the menu. I was actually talking about that a few minutes ago, Silver Dragon. You know, how $800, $900 really wasn't all that appealing, but at 580 plus a little bit extra or whatever the case is, that's definitely bringing the 10-ounce bar back on the menu. And that's about as big as I like to stack. I don't have anything bigger. I can't see me wanting to stack anything bigger than a 10-ounce bar, which is still a pretty big hunk of metal. You know, it's not shabby. It's not small.
I'm gonna look.
You know, they stack well.
Curious what the silver gold ratio is.
It was pretty high earlier. Close to, it was like I had somebody post in chat. I think it was Catcom that it was close to 7. I'm not sure if it was Catcom or not, but I think it was. Somebody posted it was close to 70.
Yeah, I heard. I heard right now it's favoring silver, but I'm just checking real quick. Let's see. Or Kitco. Okay. Ratio. Oh, silver ratio. Bless you. 69.73.
69.73. That's good.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to buy metals, that's not bad. Oh wow.
It's kind of good for me. I did that GSR trade not too long ago at 64, so that wasn't bad. I'm making out on the deal at this point. What?
Here's some ratios most people might not care about here, but platinum is 2.54. So you can get 2.5 grams of platinum for the price of an ounce of gold. And you can get 3.44 ounces of palladium for a price of an ounce of gold. You know, but the premiums are usually 6. So probably not.
The premiums are insane.
Yeah.
Like buying peer-to-peer is the only way that you're going to get any kind of palladium or platinum at a decent price without the premiums. And keep in mind, they paid a premium too, so they'll want to try to recover some of it, right?
Yeah.
So that's the problem with platinum or palladium is the premiums are so high.
I've seen some stuff on eBay, but like I said, I've got that vacation coming up. I was eyeballing a 1/2 ounce platinum eagle for it was like a little over half the price of platinum. It wasn't that bad, the premium on it, and it was like it kind of had that reverse proof look to it. It was a 2001, but I'm not going to be working for a month, so I didn't buy it. But I mean, I also have a Sigma that I can test it on when I get it. If you're going to buy something like that off eBay, you need to test it within 3 days, or else you'll be stuck with it. But I don't think there's a lot of faked platinum. The only thing they can insert in platinum to fake it is they can insert it with rhodium, but that would be foolish.
Yeah, rhodium. Ooh.
Yeah, they're like, this is not real platinum. There's rhodium in the middle.
Hold on, that's my boss. Hello?
Hit the like button
Hey,
while he's
what's up?
talking to his boss, would you? If you have any questions or anything, we'll read it. Or anything that you want to talk about in general.
What was it? Okay, if it was on the park list, it should have been cleared last night. It should have been completed. If there was any completed invoice for it, I could have sworn I cleared that. Not if it's a Opus. Well, no, just double check to see if there was an invoice for it. Because there was a Rivian in. But I don't know if we did, I don't remember if we did 4 tires on it or not, but there was a Rivian in. But I would
Yeah,
just double check to see if there was a.
BB stacking. I'm not excited about the price of SpaceX right now, but I'm just eyeballing it. Noticing
Sorry.
that's getting.
I thought everything was on the park list last night.
Who knows? Even the IPO could be too high.
I did get the 2 safety calls done. I did get the 4 observations done as well.
And all that optimism should definitely have a lot of fear to counter it.
Sorry about that.
Apology accepted.
Yeah, no, it was my boss. I had to take it.
No, it's all good. Are you doing good? Are you fired?
No, I'm not worried about that. No, I'm not fired.
Did you fire him? Did you tell him?
No, I don't. My boss is awesome. My boss is awesome. I learned a lot. I'm going to be learning a lot from him. He's one of the staples in our in our district. He's been with the company for a long time. He does really, really well. I got a lot to learn from him. So no, he is. He's amazing.
It's good to have people.
I'm glad I got paired there. Yeah, well, you do better when you work somewhere where you like to work and you like the people that you're working with and for, you know. And he's got a lot. He's got a lot to teach, and I got a lot to learn. So, yeah, no, he's definitely one of the best people that I can be learning from.
I like being around good people. There's a lot of people that think I'm like such a nice person, but like when I'm out and about, I horribly respond to people in public. Just hate a lot of assholes.
No, I mean, I deal with the general public, but I mean, and when you're dealing with somebody who is upset, you got to understand that they're not upset at you. They're upset at the situation, you know, and you have to really take yourself out of the equation and realize that.
Oh, no, I get it. I can do all that if I'm going to get paid for doing that. But if I'm not getting paid for doing that, like I'm walking around with enough stress already. I don't take other people's burdens if I don't have to. But I know what you're saying. If some days, if I'm really good, it doesn't take much. You know, I'm cool. But
yeah, I get it.
I'm going to start recording them because I just got that prescription for my glasses. And they told me if I come back and buy glasses in less than 30 days, I'll get 35% off. I think I might get some of those camera glasses. The only thing I don't like right now is they only record vertical. But I think if I put some tinted lenses on there, they'll look just like normal sunglasses.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's gonna help to have 2 hands free, you know, when you're trying to buy stuff at farmers markets with gold backs.
Okay.
Right? I'll even cook the steak when I'm done. I'm gonna try to make it as natural as possible. I'm gonna look into, you know, the rules and what are people's rights, and then I'll play it accordingly. But we'll get out there in the field, do some things, test some things out, make people aware of stuff. I'm not gonna be too abrasive. I'm not gonna do anything too stupid. It'll be fun.
Yeah, well, I mean, I would imagine you'll behave yourself when you get out into the public.
Yeah, I just a good conversation, awareness, a little awkwardness is fine. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna try to be rude or anything.
Well, awkwardness can be okay, I guess, maybe, you know, depending on I guess, the situation.
Well, I mean, I want it natural. I'm not going to go up to them and just be like, okay, look, I'm going to come back and try to buy something from you with gold backs. You know? Like,
Yeah, no, I mean, spontaneous and just, yeah.
Yeah,
on
that's
the
what I meant. That's what I meant by awkward. Spontaneous.
Okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. Because that's essentially what you're doing. You know, you're showing up and you pull a gold back out and you're trying to pay for it, and just to see the look on their face, see if they even know what it is. I mean, that's gonna be cool. LBS, because he's in Nevada, right? So he was during a live one time. I was like, hey, see if you can pay for your stuff with the gold back. And he's like, no, there's approved stores, and this isn't one of them. And I'm like, okay, well, I just thought, that would be cool during a live, pull a gold back out and try to pay for whatever it is with the gold back just to see what they would do.
Yeah. I mean, you could probably even do it kind of smoothly. Like, waitress comes to drop the check, and you can just casually say, you're shuffling gold. Do you take gold? I'm like, what? Like, even if they say no, you'll probably get a small conversation out of it before you give them cash. You're like, fine.
Yeah.
Here's your
Hopefully, or a teaching moment.
Yeah.
Educate somebody.
All right, no gold backs. How about some Mercury dimes?
How about some dimes?
Yeah.
Silver weight is this right now. This is how much silver is in here. Would you take this? Maybe at a farmer's market, right?
Yeah, this is a silver dime dispenser.
Silver dime dispenser or just a dime dispenser?
I guess it's a dime dispenser, but
looks like an old school dime dispenser. Yeah, from like a walk around vendor.
I'm thinking it's
maybe with a cigarette box.
I'm thinking it's back in the day when all the dimes were silver. I'm thinking maybe it was a silver dime dispenser in its day, but I'm not sure.
That's cool.
Somebody sent it to me.
Spring?
Yeah, I barely know how to work this thing. I think I got the dimes out of it once. There's nothing in it right now. But I could use that when I'm out and about. And I would need two hands. I would definitely have to have cameras on my glasses.
Fumbling around.
Yeah, with that thing. So like, what are you doing? Hold on. You don't take gold.
Hold on. I'll get a dime out here. Give me just a second.
They're like, I suppose I'll take three. 3 dimes. Come on.
3 dimes. Hold on.
Expensive.
Can we negotiate to 2? The Spencer will only spit out 2.
You got any metal snippers?
Do you have any tin snips?
Do you accept parts of 8?
Do you accept parts of 8? Yeah. We'll do 2 and an 8th.
I have an old Spanish coin here, and I'm willing to cut it up and give you a slice of it.
Yes. Would you like a square or a slice? Paper Boys dispensers 4 slots. Paper Boys dispensers 4 slots.
You ever have somebody in the store in front of you? They're asking the cashier to put half of it on the card, and they got cash for the next part of it.
Split payments, yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of annoying. So I'll just do it like that. I'll be like, will you take gold? And they're like, oh no, we don't take gold. And I'm like, well, okay, I got some silver dimes here. Like, we don't take those either. Do you have a barcode so I can send you some Bitcoin? What is it? I don't understand.
Can I transfer you?
Can I wash
you some Bitcoin?
Can I wash your dishes? All right, I'll give you cash, I guess.
Fine, okay. I'll give you this filthy currency. Nuts. That would be pretty crazy. Yeah. Be like the person writing a check. You'd be that annoying at that point.
Yeah, but record it.
But being recorded, yeah.
And then just let them have a little something, and hopefully they don't see it on the internet.
And make your clickbait. Can you believe their reaction when I asked to pay with precious metals?
They called the cops.
They called the cops.
You were watching? They called the cops on me again. Again,
in emphasis, again. Just what happens when you try to pay with gold backs at your local grocery. That would be mixed messages. The nurses I had were angels. Holy shit. My nurses were angels too, Walter.
What, did you spend a night in the hospital?
Oh, dude, I spent 3 weeks in the ICU when I had an aneurysm.
Holy moly.
Yep, 24-hour nurse sitting next to me. 3 8-hour shifts, 3 separate nurses. Yep.
I woke up.
Neurologist at my bedside every morning at 6 in the morning, checking in on me.
I woke up in ICU one time and wonder. They're like, "Do you know where you are?" Like,
Well, when they woke me up, that's exactly how they started it.
yeah.
It was Todd, wake up, wake up. I need to make sure you're okay. You know where you are. You just had a major brain surgery. We need to check your functions. That's how she woke me up. So yeah, it was pretty
They're like,
it got real. You know what I mean?
yeah.
It got real quick.
Did you start seeing things?
No, essentially I woke up from a nap and went and sat down on my couch and then just felt like somebody had put my head in a vice and was just like every 10 seconds cranking down tighter and tighter.
Oof.
I was like, I don't feel good. I need some fresh air. So I walked about 10 feet to my front door, made it to my front door. By the time I got there, I literally had water dripping off my body. Like my arms were soaking wet. My shirt was soaking wet by the time I got there. And I just turned around and collapsed in the door and called my dad and my girlfriend. And the paramedics got there and they they told me I had a bad migraine and to go to the ER. And they left, told my dad. I said, Dad, there's something seriously wrong with me. I've had a headache before and this is not a headache. He called him back, and next thing I know, I woke up at Harborview.
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
Yeah, that's it's
Pretty crazy.
it gives
Most
you
people,
for things.
it does make you look at things different. You know what I mean? So it changed the way I look at things. It changed the way I am. It honestly did change the way I am. I'm not the same person I was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
It makes me look at things differently, from a different light, from a different point of view.
Yeah, it's hard to hate people when a bunch of strangers rush and save your life. You're like, all right, I guess some of them are okay. You know what I mean? Like, it's just
True. Yes. It just makes you look at things from a different light from the outside, and you just realize you realize certain things. You realize that like getting mad because there's traffic.
Yeah.
Just the small things, getting mad because somebody's mad at you. Honestly, caring about other people's opinion of you in a bad way. There's just a lot of things that you really shouldn't be paying attention to that a lot of people do pay attention to and let that absorb their life. And I just realized that a lot of that stuff is just it's just not worth letting anything spend that kind of time in my head rent free. It's just not worth it.
And speaking of rent, you realize that you're just pretty much renting everything.
Yeah, you are renting everything.
Like I didn't think about my treasure, in the hospital. Like you're stuck here.
True. But I'll tell you, that stack that I had at that time helped me through that next 4 months, because I lost my job. I had no health benefits because those ended the day beforehand. So like a lot of stuff hit me all at the same time. So like they woke me up at 6 a.m, telling me about my surgery, checking all my functions. About 45 minutes later, the financial girl was there asking me how I was going to pay for the surgery. And I'm like, what? And I'm like, here's my insurance. So she comes back, says this expired yesterday. I'm like, okay. So my COBRA benefits ended the day before. And so she says, okay, what are you going to do? And I'm like, I don't know. I have no idea what I'm going to do. So she goes and says, okay, I'll be back. So she comes back about 5 and says, good news. So what's that? She says, I got you qualified for Obamacare. And I said, really? And she said, yeah, they're going to take care of 80% of the bill, of the whole hospital bill. And the 20% that's left over, Harborview is going to take out of their charity fund for you.
Well, that's
So I got pretty blessed there in that sense. So that was kind of a weird turn of events, the way all that turned out. You know, my life got saved. You know, if I would have listened to the paramedics, I could have had a stroke and I could have died like most people do when you have an aneurysm.
So what made you go further with it? Like, I mean, did your dad?
I'm look, when I don't feel good, I know there's something wrong. When I know there's something wrong, there's something wrong. It's not a headache. This was not a headache, man. I just knew there was something else wrong. My body has never sweat like that from a headache.
Yeah.
I've never gone through the way my body felt. I've had a migraine before. That's what they told me it was. Well, you know what? One thing that a paramedic is never supposed to do is diagnose the patient.
No.
They stabilize and they bring you in. That is what their job is to do. They stabilize and they bring in. They don't diagnose. They don't do any of that. You're not a doctor, even though you have medical training. So I got lucky that I did not listen to them and I knew something else was up. That's all.
I like Amina's comment. Amina's comment about death. I think about that all the time, like thermodynamics. Energy isn't created or destroyed. Yeah, but it's interesting because you're I feel like I've already died a couple of times and it's like whatever, you know.
Yeah, your energy just gets transformed into something else. Yes. I understand that. Just bringing it to a different level on the depth. But yeah, no, I just got lucky. Somebody obviously thought I had something that I hadn't done yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's pretty awesome, man, that you came back from that. That's good. I'm not sure how bad my situation was, but it was I don't think it was great. I think there was some pessimism around. I won't go into it, but it was pretty much not as long as your ICU stay, but I was there for a couple of days.
Yeah, 3 weeks in the ICU was no joke, right? Because most people in the ICU, they're not awake. They have catheters in, they have all that other stuff in, you know, so they don't have to deal with being stuck to a machine and using the restroom, which they wouldn't let you go to the bathroom, right? So
don't you feel like royalty when you pee in something and hand it to a pretty lady?
And once an hour. And, you know, they were drawing my blood once an hour too, right? And so drawing my blood once an hour for the first 24 hours, if I'd let them do that for 21 days straight once an hour, I'd have wrecked veins on my left and my right arm. So I looked right at the lady and I said, ma'am, like, seriously, can we just put a PICC line in? She goes, what? And I said, can we put a PICC line in? She goes, how do you know what a PICC line is? And I'm like, look, my mom was in the hospital a bunch. She's had to get stuck with needles a whole bunch when she was in the hospital. They put a PICC line in. It saved her arms. Can you just do the same thing for me, please? Because you're going to be flushing me and taking my blood once an hour. My arms are not going to last that long. So she's like, okay, that's a good idea.
Good idea.
She ran a PICC line. So it was kind of crazy. You know, your sodium level, the average person's sodium level in their blood is a 135. That's the scale. That's what the average is, 135, right? But that's the average. So you have some people that are higher than that and some people that are lower than that. I average a 132. Okay, and the reason I know this is because they wouldn't release me from the hospital until I hit a 135. Now, listen, I was on 4,000 milligrams of sodium an hour. I was on a 2.5% saline drip. So every time that 2.5% saline drip disappeared, they filled me with another bag of it. That was the highest saline drip they could do, and 4,000 milligrams of salt. every single hour to keep me at the 135. You want to know why high sodium is good for brain injuries? Because it makes your brain heal faster, and they don't tell you this. So
Oh, wow.
good sodium is good, bad sodium is bad, right? Not all sodium's the same.
I got some Redmond salt. It's right next to me where I sleep. Sometimes I'll wake up and take a dab, drink some water.
Redmond salt.
Hmm.
Well, that stuff has actually been known to be good for you, right?
Yeah, I mean sometimes if you don't have like I keep it around in my room. Like if I just have some salt and some water instead of food if I'm busy. You know, like because a lot of times when you're hungry, it's really you just crave minerals.
Yeah, minerals are good. And most of the time, when you crave pretzels, you crave the salt. It's the
Yeah,
salt that your body is telling you need.
yeah, that's why you people crave fast food and not a home cooked meal or something. You know, they probably just need a lot of electrolytes, extra salty stuff. Let's see.
I don't know about that. People grow accustomed to eating junk, and it becomes natural to them to just order junk instead of.
Yeah, man. The public's not doing so hot right now when it comes to health. Got a bit of lag. Oh, I guess I'm still on here, but he's not. Let me see if I can see the chat. Private comments. Okay. Let me know if you can hear me in the chat. So is that a yes, BB? Okay, you can't hear me? Okay. I guess Humble got booted from his own live, and he'll probably be right back on here. He probably just has a little bit of lag. All right. Well, you got my full attention. I'm reading your comments. Is there anything you want me to talk about or a topic or something? Anything you want to? No worries, Humble. Got full screen here. Now that's not a bad peace dollar. If you got to have a peace dollar. $1,000+ Palcho update. New white cheddar. No new white cheddar, but I got plenty of it here. Let's see. This is all platinum. Some of these are palladium. Let me see. That's palladium. What do we got here? That's platinum. All right, what do you think? Whoa, what do you think this one is? It is another palladium. So let's see. I got. Oh, actually, I think I have a. I don't have all my palladium eagles here either. I got 1 ounce. These are 1/4 ounce eagles of platinum. So 1, 2. Ooh, how did that get in there? 1, 2, 4.
There we are. Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, I can hear you.
Sorry about that, you guys. I don't know what happened. My computer just shut off. Just shut down on me.
Got almost 3. No, here's another one. I got 3 ounces of platinum plus 2 tenthers here. 3.2 ounces of platinum.
3.2 ounces of platinum?
Yeah.
That's all platinum. Not too shabby right there.
Yeah, I'm still not underwater. It was $1,500. Palladium.
1,500, huh?
Yeah, palladium. I'm hurting, but I don't mind. Oh, that's nice. Ruthenium, gold and ruthenium cover.
I think it's just gold-plated silver. I don't. It's not black. It's silver. Silver. Ruthenium's darker, right?
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, no, this is silver. I don't know why somebody would. I don't know why it's just silver.
Annie Matika just joined the chat and says hello, Humble, or howdy, Humble.
How we doing, Annie?
What do you have? Thank a thunderstorm right?
No, it's sunny out. My computer, my laptop, I don't know what it is. It just stopped working. It froze everything. So I had to restart it and hop on my phone to tell you guys I was still coming back. So yeah, I didn't mean for that to happen, but yeah. All right, we're good now. It does look good though, but it is just a walker, right? And any numismatic value it did have is gone.
Oh yeah.
Right. So I mean, yeah. but
that's the kind of that's the kind of stuff you would buy for your daughter or something for how like shiny extra special stuff or whatever. If she's not interested, kind of
and knowing that it's still silver, right? So it's still going to treat her okay in the long run, but it's shiny.
Yeah, and you could give that to anyone, and it would be like a gift. It's always good to if you're going to give somebody silver and gold, make sure it's something that stands out, so that it's not your typical thing that you sell when you're dumping.
Oh, that they'll like for sure, sure. Yeah, no, I get it. So
that's how
I'm actually kind of proud of myself. I've been talking to my family for years about metals, and finally, my cousin hit me up a couple months ago. She's like, I want to buy something for Mason for graduation. I want to buy in this half-gram bar. And she sent me a picture of a half-gram bar for $165. And I'm like, that's cool that you're into metals and that you want to buy him something as a graduation present. But for a little bit more, you can buy him a 1 gram. Don't buy him that one. So she's like, okay. So I sent her a link. It was like for $180. This is when metals were a lot. I mean, it's a couple months ago. So the price of gold was a little higher. But she ended up buying a 1 gram instead for a few extra more dollars, like 25 more bucks. She got a 1 gram instead of the half gram at 165. But she said she's going to do that for all of her kids at graduation time. So she's going to start them off with their stack when they graduate high school. So I thought it was pretty cool. Finally got to somebody in my family about metals.
Yeah, I mean, not everybody's going to take to it, but I mean, it's kind of like when you do something good for people, you'll be generous with 10 people, and maybe 1 out of 10 people will be generous back in such a meaningful way that it really makes up for all the other people that were just passing through.
Yes, but I mean, ultimately, you don't. I don't do things for someone with hopes that they'll end up, returning the favor later in time or something like that. I mean, ultimately, it's just.
I normally don't either, but when you're doing kind things, and for people that don't care about themselves or anyone else, you tend to be like, all right, I'm going to be a little bit more discriminate how I go about this.
Okay. I can understand. I mean, this depending on the situation, right? I can see that. But
Anybody
for
trying
me,
to
it's
help
just
himself, I don't care. You know, if you're trying to help yourself, you're working hard. I tip extra. You know what I mean? Everywhere. I tip everywhere. So this keeps me out of church, is what I say. You know? No, I read. I read. I don't need to.
I feel you. No, I get you.
I don't need to go
However,
hang out.
I mean, if that's what you do, and I tip as well. I understand. I know that they don't make money on their hourly; they make money on their tips. So I get that under 100% because I've been in those shoes before.
Yeah, I
So
mean, like, I'll get my car fixed and give the people a bottle of scotch. You know what I mean? Just people that have jobs, normal jobs, not even just tip jobs. You know what I mean? Not all the time, but a lot of times. And what happens is, um, when I have an emergency, I don't need to make an appointment. You know, maybe I'm just greasing wheels, but I don't think I'm just greasing wheels. I still think it's generosity. But maybe I'm just a wheel greaser, not a decent person. Heck, this stack I got stuck with.
well, I mean, if you understand that taking care of people can get you, I mean, if you just take care of people in the long run, like are always kind or always, doing what you can for people, you don't need it. But when you do need it, it's actually somebody will be there to help you with it. And that's one of the greatest feelings, right? So there is a payoff to being kind all the time because it will eventually come back to you. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. I mean,
Yeah.
like,
I guess you got expectations from some people, if they're like tribe, you know what I mean? You want to have people around that are helpful. You know what I mean? Not just take people taking all the time.
well, I mean, yes, I like to surround myself with like-minded people that have common goals. You know what I mean? Or are at least somewhat driven or can be driven to do things to be productive. If that's the case. But I don't let poison. I really try not to let poison around me very often.
Oh, me neither, man. I spend a lot of time alone.
Yeah, I can feel that. When I'm not at work, I'm I'm by myself at home, like doing chat or something like that. But I try not to have bad people around me because
Yeah.
it'll infect you the
What's
wrong way.
alone and what's being alone these days? I mean, I'm alone right now. This is all right.
Yeah, I mean, I'm alone right now too, but I'm not alone. I got you guys.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, I talk to real people. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying, like, it's not a big deal. This is this is about as fun as antisocial has ever been.
Oh, having a YouTube channel or being online.
Yeah, like sometimes I'll look for people that actually are like minded, and then I'm like, hold on, I'll just go live. Like, what the hell am I
I'll
doing?
just I'll just go live. I'll talk to people in my chat. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, I got friends at Stack and stuff, but sometimes people just they reach their limits. Some people don't want a lot. They just they want a little bit, and I like to try to keep going. So,
I I don't have very many. I mean, I have some YouTube friends and people that I've met through the community that stack, but like in real life, I don't have too many people that are friends that I see regularly that are stackers, other than what I've given them for their stack.
yeah,
To help maybe plant a seed and watch something grow. Nothing's grown, but except for with my daughter, she's really good about adding to the stack and doing what she can to earn silver.
I try to turn
Pretty cool.
everybody into stackers. Don't get me wrong. If you're not a stacker, I'm not going to show you like a gold coin. Not that I really have any now, but I'll show up a piece of silver or something, and then if they start buying it and saving it, then the gold they'll see the gold one day. That's kind of how it is. Like as soon as you buy like an ounce of gold, all of a sudden you start knowing people with ounces of gold. So I don't know, law of attraction type of thing, I guess. The world opens up, but I think it's good to have real people that do that around you because it's good for buying and selling, also. Mm. Looks like we may be freezing up again. Let's see. Oh, can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. Oh, look, that looks nice. Glad I dressed it up for the full screen. Oh, fantastic. Warhammer, what's happening, buddy? Had a good conversation with Warhammer the other night. He's pretty awesome. Argent Appeal Stacker. Nice name. OC is here. What's going on, OC? Bear, who is bullish, can also hear. The Bullish Bear Stacker. That would be a cool name. Catcom. What do you want to talk about? I'm reading. What are your thoughts on this dip right now? From David Michael. Yeah, I mean, it's for one, it's not just silver and gold. I don't know when you got here. It's all across the board. Also, if you just got here, hit the like button for Humble, would you? It's all across the board, so I don't think it's just an isolated silver thing. I mean, obviously, any asset that went up like crazy will probably go down a little bit more than others. So you're probably seeing some extra volatility. Probably why the gold and silver ratio is so close.
Yeah, it's almost 70.
Yeah, I could say, yeah, if we're gonna have like more sell-off all around. I mean, is this like I don't know? Is this a stock market AI crash that's gonna roll over into every other asset? Kind of like the gains rolled into the other assets. Maybe they'll roll out because people are going to want to cover their losses. Remember, silver and gold get sold when they're losing in other assets.
Yeah, because of its liquidity.
Yeah. And if you remember, here's what I actually fear is like the actual liquidity crisis. And kind of like what we had during COVID. I don't know if you're paying attention to the charts. Everything spiked down, V-shaped recovery eventually. I think Bitcoin went down to like $3,000. Gold went down to what, $1,200. Silver went down to $12. If you could get it, I don't know what the premiums were out and about. I didn't try to buy it at the time. But if you had cash, that was great, right? I don't know if that's what's happening.
Yeah, but when it hit those lows, it was only there for not long at all.
Yeah. So, but what I'm saying is, could we keep going lower? I don't know, because we did have hyperbolic push up with all the AI stocks and everything, crazy money everywhere, and it could be getting sucked out.
We did have a lot of momentum really fast, especially when it came to silver and gold. Those prices, they had a lot of momentum really fast. But like I've heard other channels say, they're just testing right now. It's testing the handle part of the cup and handle, right? So the low side before the spike on the rest of the handle.
I know I was watching the cup and handle prior, but maybe I don't know. Maybe are you looking at like a 2-year chart, or 1-year chart, a 5-year chart when you see the cup and handle? I can take a peek at it.
The cup and handle's on a 45-year chart, isn't it?
Oh, I knew there was a long-term cup and handle, but I thought we already started jumping up from that at these prices.
We did, but then you drop down off of the lip, going down to the bottom of the handle, and then you spike back up. So it's like, from what my understanding is we're in the low part, from what I heard. I'll have to check the chart again, but we're in the low part of the handle, getting ready to test those lines, getting ready before we get more momentum to go back up.
My understanding of a cup and handle is that you get the cup, you get the handle, and then the distance between the top of the cup to the bottom of the cup gets matched inversely on the upside. So kind of like like the head and shoulder patterns,
Yeah.
the inverse. So I don't know. I think the handle was already formed, but I don't know. 45-year chart may be different. I don't know if I was looking at the same one that you were looking at. Maybe I was looking at a 10-year prior. So we could be on a different scale. But who knows? I mean, ultimately, I think if you're holding, you're going to be fine. At these prices don't make me feel like when we were talking a few months ago at the higher prices. Like I didn't want to go out and buy silver at those prices. I was just buying reverse proof stuff because I knew they wouldn't crash as bad. They would still keep their premium if silver went down.
So if my timeline is wrong on the silver handle, I'm sorry. But no matter what, we're stacking for long term, right? So if you're buying regularly, now's your time to buy, right? Because you're buying on the low and helping you with your day.
Since we're talking about charts anyway, $50 was like the high, right? In the 1980s, 2011, $50 was like the ceiling where there was resistance in it. And
yeah, the Hunt brothers got it to 49 and change and $50. Yeah.
So
and that was the manipulation.
So we pushed, but either way, it happened in 2011 as well. So we pushed through the high. So there's a chance that will be the floor. So what we have now is probably a nice bloodletting across the board. And if you got dough and you're spending it, you're probably going to be fine. If you're holding stuff, you're probably going to be fine. I mean, if Silver Dragoons is going to buy 10-ounce bars, he's probably feeling pretty optimistic as well. Obviously, nobody's advising you on what to do with your money, but I'm just telling you how I feel about it. The only reason I'm not real bullish right now is because, like I said, I'm taking off next month and I don't have a lot of cash to spend. So it has nothing to do with the market.
Yeah. No, the reason Dragon was talking about the 10-ounce bar is because we were talking about it previously about how the 10-ounce silver bull bar that I paid and how much I paid for it. I paid $318 for it, right? I got it at spot with their deal. So spot was $31.80, right? So not a bad deal. But back then it was fine. But then it's like, but when this was $1,000, that wasn't an appealing shot. It was 10 1-ounce rounds would have been more of an appealing in case you need to break it up. So that would have been better of a buy at that point if you were going to buy 10 ounces when it was that high. But now as it dropped down, he said, it's like now that we're in the 60s, that 10-ounce bar is getting to be looking more like it should be back on the menu. And he just said that earlier in chat today. It's definitely something that I'm looking to possibly get again too. I mean, if the price is right, just waiting. Gotta have the funds for it. I'd be buying a 10-ounce right now if I could, maybe. $580. Why not?
Maybe I've got that old people thing, where like, well, that seems crazy. I used to get those for $180.
Yeah.
Like I guess it's been a while. I'm so bad with time. I don't even know that I'm almost 50. Like, really, I have to remind myself.
Yeah, I'm almost 48. So yeah, I feel you there. I'll be 48 in December. It's crazy.
What are some good habits that you got? I just want to ask you. I was trying to just figure you out a little bit.
Good habits for me?
Yeah, I figured that's something I'm going to start asking everybody. Is like, what's a good habit that you have?
I just try to be nice to everybody. Honestly. What?
That's not a bad habit. Like, is there something like you do, like every time you wake up or something, you have some kind of daily routine thing that kind of keeps your life stitched together?
No. No, I go to work. I go to work every day. I work my butt. I go to work every day. I take care of customers and I try to be nice to everybody I work with.
I'm sure you got a habit somewhere. You're just not conscious of it, but it's okay if you can't think
of
it.
Probably something, I make sure I carry my pocket pieces with me. I carry pocket pieces every single day.
Yeah.
That is a habit that I do every single day. I carry a 1901 Morgan silver dollar with me. This one right here.
Nice. So I used to. I've got a pocket piece
in
in my
this.
car. I left my other. I left my other Palladium Eagle in my car.
Yeah,
I
under
used
your seat somewhere. You can't find it.
Yeah, I keep a little something on me everywhere though, and I gotta find. I gotta find. What was it? Oh, Silver, my love, gave me a seated Liberty, and Self Hordian gave me a Silver Crown. I had those two together. Pocket piece.
But
I said
yeah,
that on you to stay focused.
I carry these every day. I feel better when I have these on me. I feel like I left my wallet at home if I don't have them.
Yeah, you do shorts in the car like for your channel once in a while.
No, no,
Pull
no.
over.
I'm not, I don't. I don't do driving shorts or doing anything else like that. Um, I pan for gold. I will be getting some pay dirt here soon, so I do that live as well for the channel for myself. Panning for gold is amazing. It's a cool thing to do. You should try it if you
Yeah,
haven't done it before.
I'm not sure what I'd find here in Pennsylvania.
Oh, you would have to be getting pay dirts.
I
For
was actually, I was actually thinking the next time we have major flooding going along the river with metal detector, because you know when people's houses get destroyed and stuff, like they're. I mean, it's just I don't know. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, if it has a name on it, I'll give it back. I don't know.
No, I understand. Yeah, I mean there would be things like that.
Yeah, you wouldn't find like nice natural formations though, like those. I get it. I do like rocks, and I used to collect rocks.
My daughter's a rock hound. She loves rocks.
Yeah, I'll even on eBay. I was looking at like different crystals and stuff. You know, finding stuff that's untreated. You know, it gets a little weird when you start looking at that stuff scientifically. You're like, this is what I like, but then other people are like, it gives you this power, and you're like, all right, how much color did you add to that? That's cute. Hey, these goldbacks make nice little props.
Oh, like the ones you have in the background there?
Yeah.
I got a stack of goldbacks. I don't stack goldbacks, but I have a stack of them. So somebody
Yeah.
asked me, but they're like, "Oh, you don't stack goldbacks, but you have a stack of them." And I'm like, "I bought those for gibbies. Those are for the channel. I give them away."
I got mine for spot.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I
That's
probably got, if I did the math, I probably got mine for pretty close to that too.
Yeah,
I paid a whole lot for them.
I've paid full price for them before. Yeah, like you said, for giveaways.
Yeah, I mean, I essentially I bought that stack, these goldbacks right here for channel giveaways.
Oh man, somebody said give Thousandaire some kryptonite. It's reminding me of that horrible movie. I'm seeing horrible reviews for that Supergirl movie. I was thinking about watching it though because Lobo is in it. But if I go there and he's only in that movie,
It keeps popping up on my feed.
yeah, like people are
It
just
keeps popping up on my feed too.
but they bash everything. Like if they say, "Oh, I think this is going to be a good movie and you'll like it," nobody's going to click on that. They're like, I don't know. I want to see Lobo though, but that'll suck if Lobo's in it for like 3 minutes and then I'm just stuck watching this chick talk about genders or something weird. Let's see. Because you never know if like they're gonna the movie production companies are gonna make a finger wagger for you.
Yeah.
Hey, Goldback's Monopoly. That's cool.
Goldbacks Monopoly.
Yeah, that'd be fun, right? We could.
I mean, I guess. I mean, you could do it. You have quarters, halves, ones, twos, fives, tens.
Just meet up as a group and then aim the camera down at the Monopoly board. And then we'll have a quiet announcer. Be like, Humble Stacker just rolled a 7 and is now passing go.
He will now collect a quarter goldback.
Ooh, Boardwalk Park Place with hotels.
Yeah. One goldback rent. That would be interesting.
Is there? Can you may turn Monopoly into gambling? the winner leaves with all the cash. It's a bunch of goldbacks.
Just a whole bunch of goldbacks. Yes.
Yeah, halves, ones, fives, or whatever you got. That would be an expensive game.
That would be an expensive game. But definitely bragging rights, right?
Yeah, it would be entertaining too and beautiful. Yeah, and then it would kind of be like the Punisher's thing.
Yes.
Just have everybody chip in to buy the goldbacks, and at the end of the game, the goldbacks will be given to the winner's favorite charity.
Stacker Monopoly.
Poker with 90% silver. I used to play poker a lot. I always said, you ever have like, I've had cops bust in on it.
You've had cops bust in on your poker games?
Yeah, but it wasn't because of the sound. It was because of, it wasn't because of the game. It was because of the sound, like the music and everything. We had like karaoke and stuff going on, like Rock Band hooked up to like very loud speakers, and card game going on. And yeah, it was funny though. But like I remember saying, cops are here. Guys got to keep it quiet. And somebody was like, screw them or F them. I was like, turn around. They're like at the card table. I'm like, they're right here. There's like 6 of them. They came in like a SWAT team.
Through every entrance?
That's happened to me like 3 times.
They come barreling through your kitchen window?
Not quite. I had a bunch of them come in one time, and they said that they had a report of shots fired. And I was like, well, I guess, and we're wasted. I was like, I guess you better get in here and look around, because wherever those shots are fired, it's not here. And you need to find out that real quick so you can go to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, really, you shouldn't let them in. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I don't care. What am I going to do?
Like, well, come in and eliminate us really quick so you can actually get out there and find the person who did it.
Yeah, I don't got anything to hide. What do I care? Hide drinking? Like, whatever. And what am I going to do? Be rude to them and get pulled over every time I leave my home, you know?
No, the first piece of advice, my dad towed truck. He was a tow truck driver for years, and he dealt with a lot of police officers. And his first rule of thumb was, honestly, and he never called me Todd, so it was always, listen up, boy. He always called me boy. So listen up, boy. You know, you start the way that conversation is going to go when a cop pulls you over when you're talking with a police officer. If you're going to be an asshole, he's going to be an asshole. If you're nice, he'll be nice. So be cool every time you're talking to a cop, because he just wants to go home. He's there to do his 9 to 5, and he wants to go home like everybody else. And I said, all right, Pop. One of the best pieces of advice I could ever come to when it comes to dealing with police officers. They're just people.
Well, I mean, they're people with a very dangerous job. And like when a lot of people don't realize what they go through every day. You know what I mean? Like they're the ones that usually show up first to like major medical things, you know, people dead in the car, the cop sees it, you know, the ambulance gets there, then the cop goes off somewhere, you know, he's probably seen some really messed up things. I've heard they can't pass psych tests after a couple months on the job. I don't know if that's true, but I've read a lot of stories and stuff too. I'm not totally like on their side for every single thing, but I'm just saying like it should be a consideration when dealing with them.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of things that they have to deal with that the general public doesn't see or have to deal with as well. My dad told me about some crash sites he showed up at that were pretty gruesome, you know, and police officers are there first on scene and, you know, having to see some pretty crazy stuff.
I never thought about tow truck drivers. They're probably getting screwed up from that too.
My dad's seen some pretty crazy stuff. He watched, he told me some stories that I really can't share on YouTube.
No, I get it.
That's how graphic they are.
Wow.
So, but yeah, you know, just tell you to always just be careful, drive safe, you know, and this is coming from a guy who liked to race cars, you know, stoplight against other people. So.
Yeah, I mean, I always joke around on my channel, you know, like I'll see you tomorrow unless, you know, I'm breezing through a green light and someone breezes through a red light. Like, maybe think about it, like half the people in accidents, it's not their fault. So.
Yeah, that's why it's called, an accident. But somebody is at fault. Most of the time it's somebody not paying attention. That's the sad thing. You know. But all right, you guys, we're pushing 2 hours. I was getting ready to call it. How about you?
Yeah, man. 10 o'clock sounds like a good bedtime for me.
Okay. I thank you guys for being here. I'll probably be on in a couple of hours going over the Red Book about some stuff. So we're going to go over peace dollars and we're going to go over some dimes. So yeah, you guys, at 9 o'clock, we'll set up a stream. We'll be going over that stuff as well. I appreciate you guys for being here. That is Thousandaires' email address.
Yeah, if you have a channel and you want me to show up on your live or something, like there it is. You know.
Yeah, message him. You've been a great guest. I appreciate you for coming up and hanging out with me for a couple hours, man.
Nah, dude, it was fun. I like going on live. It's like I said, I'd rather be talking to stackers than I don't know. I didn't really have much going on. I just watched the He-Man movie and then I was about done for the day.
I got you. I got you. So I will see you guys in a couple of hours. Thanks for being here. Like I always say, stack what you can where you can, whether that be a dime, a quarter, a 50-cent piece, 1 ounce, 2 ounce, 5, 10. It doesn't matter. Just keep adding to that stack. Now is a great opportunity to stack and add to it at a low. Of course, nothing I say of, stacking any kind of financial advice. It's just me. It's just us talking about what we do with our own metals. It's my savings account. All right, you guys, have a great evening. I'll see you in a couple hours. Talk to you all later. Bye.